So you got through grade school. Did you have a plan as far as, because I know you've had a lot of careers, you've done a lot of things in preparation for ministry, and we'll talk about that too. But going through school, did you have a direction somewhere you were wanting to go, something you wanted to do for your life?
When I was 4 years old, before school, I was in the church when somebody from the union came and gave the sermon in our church. And he talked from Jeremiah 29:11. And he said that God has a plan for every single one. The problem is that we have our plans and we care so much for our plans that we don't care about God's plan for us. And he has a general plan and then a daily plan for our life, and we should pray enough that we follow every day God's plan. So it got into my head. So I got out from the church when the church was over, under the tree in the middle of the front yard of the church, and started to pray, God, if you have a plan for me, would you please show me the plan you have for my life? And then my friend, my good friend, his name is Pitsy. So he comes to me and says, what are you doing here? I'm praying for God's plan for me. I said, well, if you pray in the front yard, people are playing, talking, you cannot have quiet time. Come inside, we eat together. He lived right there, and so I got into his house. I prayed there, we ate, and then I asked his father, how does God talk to people? And my father was there too, and my father says, well, he has many ways to talk. One of them is through his word. When you study the word, he talks to you.
Yes.
So I prayed again and then took the Bible, and I knew that I could not read. So I just opened the Bible and said to my father, read here for me. And it happens that it opened at Jeremiah chapter 1. And I remember specifically asking my father, before asking him to read, can God have plans for children too? And he said he has a plan for every single one.
That is powerful.
So I asked him to read Jeremiah chapter 1. It was exactly the verse that says, don't say I'm a child.
Oh boy.
Because I'm going to send you and you'll speak for me. Don't be afraid of them. So I closed the Bible. God wants me to be a pastor, to speak for him. That's my job. That's what I'm going to do.
So now this all happened before you could read.
Absolutely.
So you're a small child.
4 years old.
That's very mature thinking to be so young. So the trajectory, I use that term, was set at that early age that you're going to live your life for God.